My sanctuary was not some man cave with a TV and a mini fridge. It was my basement, my studio. Not just any studio, but a soundproof, acoustically perfect, professional-grade recording room. Acoustic foam, double-thick drywall, floating floors. The works. You could set off fireworks in there and not hear a whisper upstairs. That room was my peace, my therapy, my quiet corner in a noisy world. But peace doesn't last long when you live under an HOA, especially when your HOA president is a man named Mr. Henderson. Was the kind of man who patrolled the neighborhood like it was his personal empire. Ruler in and clipboard. Always ready, retired, bored, and powered by the satisfaction of making other people's lives just a little harder. One Tuesday afternoon, he showed up at my door. Didn't even knock twice. I opened it, and there he stood. Scowl deep, voice sharp. "Got a few complaints?" he said. "Noise from your basement." I laughed. Noise. My studio's soundproof. He didn't smile. He just muttered, "We'll be watching," and walked away. That night, I told my wife, "He's just bored. It'll pass." But it didn't. A week later, I got a fine in the mail. $50 for excessive noise. Then another. Then a certified letter, persistent bass frequency disturbances. Final warning before lien proceedings. A lien. Over silence. I tried reasoning with him, sent emails, even invited him to visit the studio. No response. Instead, he started spreading stories to the HOA board, claiming I was blasting music late at night. Funny thing was, most of those nights, I wasn't even home. That's when I knew reasoning was useless. If Henderson wanted a war, I'd give him one. Not with noise, but with proof. I requested a formal hearing. He accepted immediately. The day of the meeting, he arrived early, looking smug, ready to win. "This won't take long," he said. "You're right," I replied. "It won't." The board sat around a long table, silent, curious. Henderson gave a speech about community, responsibility, standards, and handed out a stack of anonymous complaints. When he finished, Ellie handed back, smiling like the case was already closed. Then it was my turn. I placed a small silver case on the table and opened it. Inside was a Class 1 sound level meter, the same kind used in government labs. "This," I said, "is science." I set it in front of them, called my friend on speaker, who was waiting in my studio at home. "Play the track," I said. He pressed play. Everyone stared at the meter. The needle didn't move, not a flicker. Digital reading, 23 decibels, the soft hum of the air conditioner. Silence. I turned to Henderson. "You said I was disturbing the peace." His face went pale. His hands trembled slightly, but I wasn't done. I pulled out a second device, a directional microphone, and pointed it toward the window. "Let's check the neighborhood," I said. The readings spiked. Low vibrations. Deep rumble? Then I'd focused the mic's direction, straight at Henderson's house. The board leaned in. A member whispered, "That's his address." The chairperson looked at him and said, "Mr. Henderson, it appears the noise isn't coming from his property." Silence filled the room. Then the decision, unanimous. All fines dropped. All complaints erased. 2 days later, Henderson woke up to find a yellow HOA. Notice taped to his own front door violation. Noise pollution. Since then, he hasn't said a word to me. Now, when I close that heavy steel studio door, I feel peace again, and I smile, because silence has never sounded this sweet.